retrospect that actually from 1st April 2014 itself, most of the company directors become disqualified.
See that what I said, I have just said, no law is applicable retrospectively. If that time situation was not there, say 31st March 14 or backward, those law can't be merged with the 1st April 14 action, right? Procedure law, I said, is a different thing. There are two kind of law, substantive law. One is procedure law. Our Companies Act has blend of both, substantive as well as procedural. So whatever substantive law prescribed action, those actions you are liable to face only if it is post 1st April 14. Penalty or anything, even including disqualification, right?
It will be for public as well as for private.
See that when law has not distinguished between public and private, it means for company means company.
Sir, you have been also disclosing your public petitions. So there, minimum. There in compounding petitions, we invariably come across this situation that minimum fine and maximum fine. Earlier, we had the privilege of getting fines lesser than even the minimum fine. But nowadays, the adjudicating authorities are taking different position. They are not willing to impose a fine, compounding fees rather, I would say, instead of using the word fine, compounding fees, which is always more equal to or more than the minimum fine. Now my submission here is that compounding fees is fees, it is not fine. The question of fine comes when we are prosecuted and then the fine is levied. Then in that case minimum fine is okay. But when it is a compounding petition, it is altogether different powers and which is available to the adjudicating authority. So which in your case is your chair. So why can't we consider this independent, compounding fees independent from the minimum fees? I do not see any difficulty, but still the regional directors, they are not considering this.
Yes. See, I need not to educate you on jurisprudence. First thing you understand what rights and duties are attached with the regulator. He is not framer of the law, nor he is framer of rules, regulation, guidelines. He is the just adjudicator. Normally people come before me with the plea, sir, you relax these rules in my favor. I don't have power to relax the rule. Similarly, if law says, see, what is the compounding? You have to go behind this jurisprudence. Compounding is nothing but to equalize the position of the company vis-a-vis the default. So Parliament, while this framing the law, based upon various suggestions, have revised this fine or penalty, whatever one. Why it has been done? So that there should be some deterrent factor. If you see the 56 Act, why this situation has come in our mind? That Act was remain in force for more than 45 years, 48 years. So in 48 years, how much inflation has gone? What is the value of the fine? Why this has been made, this heavy penalty concept of fine? So that company should not encourage, management should not encourage for committing default time and again. Law is meant for whom? Suppose recently you have seen traffic law. Now penalty has been increased multifold. 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10, 20, like that. Who should be deterred to it? Who is the, if somebody is committing crime? Or for that reason you have seen the internal law, so many amendments comes. Why this, whosoever having worry about the consequences, who has default? So what is the objective of the act? To make companies law compliant, so that shareholder or any stakeholder should have accurate picture on the financial health and equity of the company in their, while they visit the portal of the NCLT. Nobody wants defaulter company or company is not having equity should remain on the board. That is the sole reason. You have to educate your client in this manner. Why he is, I always suggest whosoever come before me, you tell your client why this 50,000 has been made by the parliament. Who has stopped him for not filing of the your this return or balance sheet or whatever forms? Nobody has asked you. So first thing we must understand, we should be law compliant. Rule of law is the concept of constitution. So nobody should have worry about the fine and penalty. My former secretary also says when thousands, I think some around hundreds of CS visited, sir, it is affecting our practice. In what manner? Why? Ultimately you have to tell the company. If you have committed, that's why this penalty is attached, or you contest the case. Nobody asks you to go for compounding. Suppose 50,000 penalty is there, many places it is written like that, not less than. So regulator has no right to reduce it. Otherwise his vigilance will be started. Because he will be treated as a violator of the law, which for it is not authorized. If discretion is available, then you are right. Otherwise, I also believe one should be always, penalty should be commensurate with the nature of offence and degree of violation.
All orders are appealable. All orders are appealable. Compounding order will be appealable.
No. Why? Because it is a volunteer.
Yeah, that's right. That's the point, sir.
Yes.
That's why compounding fees is different from fines.
Yes.
And fine results in disqualification. If there is a prosecution,
No, no,
fine and if
I will tell you.
So,
No, this is not the answer. Again, I am telling you.
I'm privileged.
Why word fee is applied? Compounding fee. Because we are not a court. In the eye of law, we are not court. Court has only right to impose penalty or fine. Quasi-judicial body is not a court. It is a forum. We can impose only fee, additional fee, compounding fee. We can't impose fine. We can't use word fine because we are not authorized under CPC. You read the CPC section 2, that will tell you what is the code. So any regulator under any law which is not a civil code has no authority to impose any fine or cost even. Right?
I think last question. Anyone?
Give the
Mic to Rahul.
In case of merger of subsidiary, wholly owned subsidiary with holding company, of course it's in domain of registrar of companies as well as regional director's office. In what circumstances the cases may be referred to NCLT?
You are talking on the merger. See that. As I said, I think today here I have not said in some other forum where I was in the morning. We must understand the intention of legislature under section 233. Under 233, a detailed procedure is provided. If you will read what it says, as a word is used, small company, wholly subsidiary. Where is the word small company? section 2, subsection 87 of the Companies Act 2013. Right? Once you are satisfied, you are a small company or turnover and capital is also there, 2 crore, 20 crore, 5 crore, what is there? Turnover is I think 20 crore, share capital is up to 5 crore. So what I say is that what you have to do? First you have to do in-house exercise. People who are coming before me under 233, incidentally, I want to share with you, I am the first regional director who has passed order under 233. And my orders are adopted by other RDs also. They called my judgment copy. What you have to do, you have to discuss the scheme among your shareholders, pass the resolution, and serve the copy on the registrar before filing in RD. Before filing in RD, again I am telling you, what people are doing, they are straightway filing like earlier method in High Court. They are filing a scheme with RD also, they are filing with ROC also and OL also. That is wrong. What is you are supposed to do, first you have to frame the scheme and you have to invite the objections of registrar at your end. At your end. Again I am business saying, your end means company address or your address. Same way from official regulator. If they give you comments, you deal with this again in your forum. Once you deal, you frame final scheme, then CA 9 and 11 along with proper fees, which are also not done by many professionals. They came with the demand draft, they came without, some people have filed RD1, which is not required. When a specific forum is there, CA 9 and CA 11, you have to follow that only. When these forms were not there, that time RD1 you were right? Because I can't upload my orders unless until you file those forms. So once matter will be listed before me, rest assured, because my office will not take much time. Once you have completed this exercise, immediately we list matter for hearing. And then during the course of hearing, because representative of ROC will also be there, OL will also be there. Suppose they have certain observation even on your final scheme, then you have to satisfy me, means the regulator, central government. If central government is satisfied you have correctly deal with your objections, and they may record it and scheme become final. Suppose central government feels no, you have not done with proper and they agree with the OL or ROC, then matter will be referred to NCLT for final adjudication. Again, you have chance to satisfy their NCLT. NCLT will issue notice to you and to me also. And after hearing, NCLT may revise my observation, close the chapter and approve your scheme. This is simple procedure. But unfortunately, people are seeking exorbitant. I told them some matters have been filed in January, February, and right now May came, and they are still seeking time. I said you have defeated very purpose of legislature of 30 days. In 30 days, you should be committed professional, so that outcome you are able to get and satisfy your client. Within 30 days, you are able to get orders. I have passed order within 2 months also, but in a transferred matter, which NCLT has transferred to me, then I passed the order. And recently in another matter, I am going to hear the matter in the coming, this month only, because other side was not ready with their compliances. So it is, I always say, it is a professional duty to see that all steps are complied. Similarly, in shifting of registered office, people file the petition first without seeing the list of creditors as per Rule 30. Again, they seek the time. So their very purpose of seeking approval on shifting is defeated. Because why you are filing premature petition? Just to satisfy your client? No, I always suggest go through Rule 30. Ensure every step is complied. And you file mature petition. And I can guarantee you, I can give you order within 10 days. Within 10 days you will get. Maximum I am telling you. But if you will not comply, then who will comply? Either I have to reject your petition, that is also not good. You will lose the fees. Then I will become a bad regulator. Yes. You will say he is very harsh. So this is my suggestion. In compounding fee also, I adopted one neutral principle in my life. Unless until I have seen mischief is there, then only I have imposed the high compounding fee. Otherwise, normally I consider your viewpoint. And I think until now any order is not reversed by any high court. For last I think 9 years I can say. As a liquidator also, I have never received any order which is reversed for adjudication of claim even. High court has upheld my case.
Sir, just this 233, I just wanted to clarify.
Yes.
So once the 30-day period is over, we call for the general meeting. After the general meeting, first we need to file to the ROC in Goa,
yeah.
and then to you or together I can file them.
Together you can file.
Three places we can file.
Second time you can file.
Second time you can file.
Yes, second time you, that's why I am saying. You read the procedure say like this one. Yes, sir.
I'm still on 233.
Huh?
I'm still on 233. What will you consider as in case beneficial interest is not defined, only three shareholders. Will you consider as only
See,
for this purpose?
I can only satisfy you to that extent. Whatever written in the Companies Act, it is my Bible. I am bound by that.
Only one
I will-
subsidiary is not defined. Only one subsidiary is not defined.
Where it is not, it is defined everywhere.
Minimum 2 shareholders are required if beneficial interest is not defined.
You read the section 2. Can you read for me? Read. You will get the answer yourself. How you can say wholly subsidiary is not defined? It is defined. You read section 2, subsection. Yes, yes, right.
Sir, after the merger, we need to go to stamp assessment. What do you feel the order of RD for this merger or an order of NCLT of merger will have a different weightage in the stamp assessment?
No, same, because same authorities, same powers are given by Parliament. Parallel forum.
So some apprehension is that being an NCLT is a quasi-judicial and
See, my orders are also appealable to NCLT under Companies Act on merger amalgam. Not before NCLT. This is a difference for merger amalgamation. And for rest of the matters, my orders are still appealable before the High Court. Because only writ lies.
Yes. Yes. So I take it, I think we'll close. Take it as immense pleasure to called upon here to convey a vote of thanks for this session. At the outset, we on behalf of the CCGRT, we express our sincere thanks and gratitude to see A.K. Chaturvedi sir for having taken up, first accepting our invitation and all the way coming during weekend and spending your time. And definitely requires a kind of standing ovation for this kind of time he has spent and clarifying all our doubts. Please sit down. Thank you so much. And so also thank you so much for launching this new initiative of our and dynamic leader Ashish Gargji for a new initiative of Gita Sar, in extension of our again research publication of company law premier. So that shows his commitment. There is no conflict of interest as such. Generally they express somebody's sweat is continuing. So that's what is the kind of a thing which is prevailing at the Central Council. Definitely goes a good appreciation for that. Also, thank you, sir, and for taking your patient time, Chaturvedi sir, for answering a lot of queries of my members, and also inviting voluntarily for all the participants here to come to your office and then observe the procedures there. So, as a token of our love and affection, I request Ashish Gargji, please give a memento to the Ashish Chaturvedi sir. Sir, really we are impressed with your words of wisdom and knowledge. Maybe I think the name suggests Chaturvedi, Char Vedas, and Veda stands for knowledge. That's what he has exhibited today. We're really impressed with your presence, sir. We are all the participants have really benefited for their and got their clarifications, doubts clarified. Thank you so much. And also special thanks to the Madam Chaturvedi ji and family members for weekend taking time and also coming along with us up. Also thank our leader of this institution, Ashish Garg. Again requires a big round of applause. So without your commitment and unless they put in their untiring efforts like this, we don't get kind of opportunity to interact with the regulators stuff like this. So I think definitely there is a big round of applause once again. And also express our sincere thanks to our Central Council member Ahlavat Rauji. I think Research Kumar, and also I think Premier Law is a brainchild of Ahlavat. So for having gracing this occasion, and also express other things the thanks to member of the CCJRT and other participants who are patiently listening to the speakers today and making this program a grand success. Thank you. And also thanks to the team CCJRT for always there with us for making these programs very smooth and effective. Thank you. After this program, I think we'll start with the presentations. We will quickly announce maybe we identify the